Okay, welcome to Wine Goggles' second podcast, or not podcast, but visual podcast. And do you detect a difference? Is there something new? You know, Gerard, do you know what they said about our first YouTube outing? Do you know what they said?
No, but I can think.
They asked whether my cameraman has Alzheimer's or whether he's got to bubble us, because it looked like we filmed in an earthquake. We are tripod, we are high tech, we are there. This is happening, Wine TV. Now, the other odd thing about this clip is that I don't have a glass in front of me. I only have an empty bottle. This is because this wine I started drinking last night and I couldn't stop. I wanted to leave a glass, I tried my best, but I couldn't. Once I opened it, it went down like a homesick mole. What are we talking about? We're talking about Crystallum Pinot Noir. This is probably the second or third finest Pinot Noir I have ever had outside of Burgundy. Burgundy being this area in France, legendary area, where the great Chardonnays and Pinot Noirs of the world are made. But this is a South African Pinot Noir. Crystallum 2008 is made in the Yamlin-Arder Valley by some members of the well-known Pinot Noir buffs, the Finlaysons. Peter Allen or somebody like that. I don't know, some hippie kind of dudes. They look like this is from the Coen Brother movies or something. This wine created a hell of a stir last year. It got 5 stars in Wine Magazine, which is something Wine Magazine have got right in their panel lately. Exception to the rule, of course. But Crystallum brought out 2 wines. One is the Cuvée Max, which is a lower end one made from Elgin fruit, and this one is the Cuvée Cinema, the top one, made from the Yamlin-Arder Valley's terrific grapes. How do I begin to describe this wine? You know, Pinot Noir you can't really talk about. As a friend of mine, Dani de Wet, says, you get white wine, you get red wine, you get Pinot Noir. However, this wine had a floral deliciousness. It reminded me of the whimsical wines of the Volnay region next to Pommard. These wines are poetic, they are softly structured, they are ripe with fruit, they are sensual, they have perfume. They are really, I mean, I'm almost getting a semi just talking about it. These things are just, it's a fantastic wine. How they happen to make this, I don't know, because it's got something that South African Pinot Noirs are still lacking, which is a really refined, magical elegance. I love this wine. If you can get hold of it, beg, steal or borrow. Crystallum Pinot Noir. Okay, now Gerard, just hang on there. Don't stop yet. Don't stop yet. I'm actually going to open a bottle now, and it's called the Berry Boss. The Bessie Doers, as my good friend David Phillison says, and he's the maker of this wine on his Edgbaston family vineyards. Do you not like this funky label, Gerard? Do you like this label?
Very much so, very much so. Very cool, funky.
Because this is selling like hotcakes apparently. Very quirky, lot of bessies and berries and things. $60 a bottle, and it's a red wine. Bloody screw caps, I hate these things. And it's a blend of Shiraz, Merlot, Petit Verdot, and just a touch of Cab Franc. And so let's just give it a snort here. I sniff the glass, Gerard, because it could have an off aroma. You never know where it's been lying, what's happening to it. If it's standing like this the whole time, it's going to get a stuffy flavor, like old underpants or something like that. So always sniff it. Nice clean glass. Let's check this out. Dig the deep color. I mean, it's really, that's probably the Merlot coming through it. Now, Finlayson likes his wines like he likes his chicks, dark and ripe. So I'm not surprised that we have this kind of color in the wine. And if I could give it a snort, oh yeah, you know, all these guys wax on about tobacco and old leather. It smells like wine. It smells like it's supposed to smell wine. I can surprisingly pick up a hint of Cabernet Franc, bit of a pepperish character to it, but gorgeous on the nose. We're talking wooded red wine. It's got that slightly cocoa nut, mocha-ish wood effect on the back palate. It's very Moorish, smooth, rounded tannins. Once again, hint of pepper from the Cabernet Franc. a hint of white pepper from the Shiraz, but mostly we're talking what the name says. It's juicy, it's ripe, it's going to be great with an Asian dish, or just on its own like I'm enjoying it right now. So thanks very much. Keep those comments coming for Wine Goggle and our attempts at entering the wine television genre. And keep it going. And Gerard, thank you very much for taking time off to go and press the buttons. Cheers.
It's only a pleasure.